Hello. Hello, hello.
I'm doing great. How are you? You didn't even ask me how I was doing, but I'm telling you anyways. Because that's just how we're doing it today. Apparently this is what I'm up to. I have been crazy busy all weekend, and I decided to take a nap. I don't know about you, but when I work out, I am exhausted afterwards. And so Sunday morning, I work out Sunday mornings. I came home, I was feeling great. Took a shower. I'm like, man, I'm ready to go. And I walked out of my bathroom and I saw my bed and I was like, I think it's nap 30. So I took a long nap. So all of that is to say I stayed up really late last night because I couldn't go to sleep. So I was like, I'm just going to work because I have things I got to do.
Yeah.
But anyways, I had a very, very busy weekend and all in preparation to talk about what we're going to talk about today. Yeah. And hopefully I'll be able to get everything pushed live here very, very, very soon. I'm ready for one of them, but I want to push them both live at the same time. So I need an extra hour.
Yeah, you just need just a little bit.
Just a little bit more. But I'm excited to tell everybody what's going on. So how are you though? How's everything going with you?
I'm doing really good. Today was the first day of school for Will. Ellie will start tomorrow. It's like orientation day for the middle school, and then everybody starts tomorrow. So it's a very weird transition because we've been all summer, all day long over here. Mm-hmm. And I really like summer. This is so bad because when I was this kid, I loved going to school. I love going to school. And as a mom, I absolutely hate my children going to school. Most parents are the opposite, but I really like having my kids around.
That's funny. I'm the opposite. I'm yes, it is school time. The minute all of my kids were in school and I had this moment of free time, I almost didn't know what to do with myself. And so it's still kind of a little bit of that way now. Although the kids really are, they just do their own thing now. So they aren't around as much.
Right.
I think the hardest part now is that if I'm going out to dinner, they want to go. And I'm like, I don't want to pay for you. No. This is not we're inviting you to dinner. This is Dad and I are going to dinner.
Yeah, so, we're going on a date. You're not invited.
Exactly. So, well, at least you don't have to be the taxi anymore, because now your kids are they have the bus to go to school and everything should be good there, right?
No.
I was looking for the bright side.
I love you very much, but that's not how Pittsburgh works.
Whoa! What'd you say? What?
I said, what? I'm. Oh my gosh, you're so ridiculous.
I heard it. Y'all heard it. We have it. It is recorded. She said, "I love you so much." Right? Y'all heard it. Y'all heard that, right?
Poor Marley. She doesn't get. She just. You picked the wrong partner. It just feels so bad for you.
No, it's just when you give it to me, I get very, very excited. You guys, I don't know. My love language are words of affirmation. And so if you ever notice, I'm always telling everybody I love them. Because I do. I genuinely love somebody when I tell them all the things, right? And I love to hear it back. Robin doesn't share those.
No, that does nothing for me. It literally makes my it triggers me when it's not true. I don't love the person who's serving me. It has to be it has to be true or it annoys the heck out of me. Eliana tells all of her friends that she loves them all the time. And I'm like, but do you? I think you like them, but I don't think you love them. It's just one of the, but it's so funny. It's that's the main thing that couples counseling is supposed to do of how you receive love. And I'm acts of service all day long, acts of service. Coming at me and going is acts of service. That's my thing. And it's because it is really funny because that will trigger something. And especially I absolutely cannot stand gifts. I'm not you can't give me a gift. I might throw it away in front of you.
And y'all, mine are gifts and words of affirmation. Yay.
I also hate touch. Also, is a big trigger for me.
Yeah, touch is big for me.
Mhm. So we're
Like,
like
I love it. I love touch.
opposite.
So we
Opposite.
are yin and yang. We make a great pair. Anyways, I didn't mean to derail everything. I just heard you say I love you very much, and my brain went ding, ding, ding. So I was like, stop right there. She said it, and it's on camera. Not that I doubt. I have no doubt that you love me. You just don't tell me.
No, that's
So
not how I am.
it's
Yeah,
okay.
super
Anyways,
different
all of that.
communication.
So
Anyway, but yes, Pittsburgh buses is like a big problem. Like we don't have enough bus drivers. Buses is always a problem. So I still have to drive my kids at least one way to school.
okay.
But this is all could be changing. Like Ellie gets her license really soon. And even though like sophomores aren't allowed to drive to school, like next year she can drive both ways. So I don't know what I'll do then. Like that would be wild.
You're gonna have freedom. Wow.
Well, not really because she'll be taking my car, but like I
That's
can walk
fine.
anywhere I want.
I can walk anywhere I want. That's great. Well, as you know, I have been busy working behind the scenes on just some like quick stash busting projects because I talked a little bit before about how like my desk of possibilities is just full of yarn. So when I was trying to think of something for this and that, I was like, I want to use up all of this yarn that I have left over. I have so much yarn, like so much
Yeah.
yarn.
Yeah.
So I have finished both the hats. We talked about that last week, and they are going to go live because we're going to make these hats next weekend. So this here is the Pixel Pop hat. It's a knit hat with mosaic. So it's not like color work, like stranded, it's mosaic. And then this here, if I can, it's not straight, but anyways, this is the flicker and flash. And you can see I have not woven in all my ends yet. Maybe you can't see, I can see. Like they're all right there. I have to weave them in. But this is the flicker and flash. It uses long double crochets. These are not hard patterns. This is not like groundbreaking pattern work I'm doing here. This is literally just let's use up some yarn, make some fun projects, and hopefully these are fun enough that you're like, oh, I want to make them for everybody because I've written them in 9 sizes. So there's literally one for like baby to adult, like large man. So you can make them for everybody.
I really like this for like because it's a long weekend next weekend.
Yes.
And like that's the perfect amount of time because it's just like a little bit here, a little bit here. What I really like about them is that I realize they are very different stitches up close.
Yes.
But like far away,
they look alike.
They really do because it's almost like I don't know. My brain sees big stripes. Like the repeats. I see the big repeat and I see the big stripe. It really makes me like it makes you like, oh, it gives you that.
It's very exciting. It's exciting to work on it. And like I've put together like different colors. I have another one I was working on. Where did I do with it? Oh, here it is. Like I was just trying to put together like random colors to see how good it would look. And really it looks good with just about anything. Like these colors here. I don't know, can you see? Like I normally would not have put these colors together, but they look really great together. Like I just grabbed a bunch of yarn and put it in my bag and I just grabbed and I was like, okay, let's see what color goes first. What goes next? What's this? And so it really is really great for stash busting because you can put together all your yarn that is like yarn, meaning same fiber, same weight, and really create some fun things. Like I pulled out all of my oranges. I wanted to see if I could make something where it was like all the same genre. And then this is isn't that pretty? And then this is like a really, really dark navy purple color that I was going to do for the brim and then have that mixed in there. So I was like, oh, because you guys remember I bought all of the yarn colors for Prism because I was like, what do I want? So I have all of these. And I was like,
of all of the colors.
I bought all the colors.
Yeah.
So I grabbed all the oranges that I thought worked well together. I mean, there's a couple really bright ones. I was like, I don't think those will go really well.
Mhm.
But I was like, that would be really pretty.
I think that's really
So I
lovely.
did that one for crochet. Like I mean, there's so many options. I even pulled out my Hirschners. Like I'm talking scraps. Like I was like, ooh,
Yeah.
I could put, because I wrote the pattern for sport weight and worsted weight. Now there's going
Oh,
to be a caveat there, so I'm going to put a star there because you
okay.
don't
Okay.
get both for free. Um, I pulled out all these colors if I wanted to put all of them together. Like I'm just literally just grabbing colors.
Quick question for
Yeah.
everybody. Like when they're pulling colors, like like how some patterns you should have an odd number and some you should have an even to make it work out. Like is there one of those? Like I know you use a bunch of colors in the
Mhm.
hats, but you don't have to use that many,
You
right?
don't. No. So the hat is written where you could just use two colors. Like
Okay.
it's written in such, I mean, it's, you could use two colors. So you can use two or more colors.
Mhm.
And one of the things we're going to talk about is a special color companion that I made for ChatGPT, which will help you pull together like 3 colors, 5 colors, 7 colors, 9 colors, and 11 colors from a picture that you show it. It'll be like, here are some good combinations to help you select colors. But honestly, you could just have 2 colors. You could make the whole thing with just 2 colors,
Uh-huh.
or you could grab all of these colors, just select which one you want to have your brim, and use all
Right.
of them. You could use just 3. You could use 4 if you want 4. You guys know I don't like 4. You could use 4. I like an odd number because that offsets the stripes,
That's what I was wondering. Yeah.
so I prefer that, but it doesn't mean you can't do an even number.
So an
Um
even number, would they stack with
yes.
like the colors stack?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you
So
get a
like,
different look.
yeah, let me show you. I have my camera on over here. Give me just a second. Hands, picture in picture. Oh, I turned it on. Maybe it's not on. Give me a second.
No worries.
Let's see here. Is it showing up yet? Okay. And then we'll move this. And we'll go down close.
And we can play the game of
Okay.
how to make you big and me small, because that's a fun game.
Why did I go away?
You're still here if you're
Okay.
if that helps
So, like, if we follow this line up, it's like that
Uh-huh.
mint, and then this like teal, and then dark green, and it goes back to a light blue, or not go back. It goes light blue, and then this orange color, then it goes back to the mint, right?
Uh-huh.
Where over here, it starts off with the light blue, it goes the orange, and then it has the mints. Like, see how they're offset, right? Same
Yeah.
thing with this one. So you have the green, and the next time the green shows up, it's over in this column. So the green, and then it shows up over here instead of stacking up right there.
Right.
So this makes it offset. I think that looks really cool. Kind of, would tessellation be the right word for that? I'm not sure. But having an odd number gives you this look, but you could have an even number. You absolutely could have an even number and they
How
just be stacked.
different. So they look so similar when they're far apart, but when you have them up close, they look so different.
Yeah. But it's cool, right? Like, it's definitely one of those knit and crochet similarity things. And you could do it with a single brim. You could do it with a folded brim. I did a special folded brim on this one where it's 2 colors, because I was like, because I wanted to show, maybe you don't have enough of this one color. You want to have another color to use up. So you use a different color on the inside. I can't even begin to tell you how in love with this hat I am. Like, this is going to be my winter hat. Like, I want mittens to go with it. I told you that. I'm just like, this is all of this, everything about this. And I did not necessarily plan these colors. Like, I pulled these colors out of this pile of colors you have here, or I have here. I literally just grabbed a color and went. And then when I got to 6 colors, I was like, okay, where am I going to stop here? Do I want to keep going? Or like, I was like, well, you know what? Let's go with 7. Cause then I knew that would offset. And I was like, all right, let's do that. And that's how I ended up with these colors. Like, it was not planned. I literally just pulled out all of my yarn. But yeah, like, it's just, man, I can't even begin. I love these so much. They're just so much fun.
You
So,
can really see how they make for great scrap projects.
yes.
And I really like the fact that like you plan ahead now. I really like being able to use scraps for a gift that I can use later on.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that seems so amazing because I can't tell you, because we use some great yarns. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes.
There's some yarns that I love, but I only have this like tiny bit of.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me it makes you just feel good that you're like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
and then you can
Well,
share that like beautiful yarn with somebody else.
exactly. Well, and another thing, like what I was thinking about it all when I was trying to think through it. I mean, I know we're all buying yarn all the time anymore. And it's like, you know what, let's use up a little bit of what we have. And it kind of will give us this little sense of, it's okay to buy yarn when we want to make our next project. It's like, I just used all of that. I deserve another purchase of yarn over here. And so like, I'm thinking ahead because I'm like, ooh, we have first fall coming up and we have turkey trot coming up. And I know you guys are going to want to get new yarn for those. So I'm like,
Yeah.
let's use up what we have and let me show you what we can do. And then, let me also give you some other options of more patterns that you could put together with some of your stash yarn that you have laying around.
Yeah. So kind of like you kind of like hinted, but
Yes.
let's get in deep. How does this make a long work? Because this or that in the past has not had like video content. We haven't done stuff like that. So how are you doing it?
So we're going to keep this very, very simple. So it is a free event with a pattern upgrade option, with a pattern collection upgrade to that if you want it. And we'll get to that.
So there's
three
options.
Yeah. But you can only get the third option if you get the second option. I'll explain it in a minute.
Okay.
All right. So the free event.
Yeah.
We will release both patterns on the 29th. You will get the sport weight version of the crochet, which is the flicker and flash. You will get the worsted weight of the pixel pop. Okay, that's the free, and it'll be on the website, supported by ads. It will have video support on YouTube. Okay, so you'll have ads on YouTube, ads on the website, but the pattern will be there, right? Just for the worsted for the knit, sport weight for crochet. Why did I do it like that? Because the last couple projects we did, we used sport weight for crochet and worsted for knit. So I was like, let me give you these patterns in this weight. Okay. Yeah. Those of you who don't like ads, you're like, gosh, I want to get the pattern, but I know like usually I can't afford a pattern. Like it just feels like it's a little bit over budget because money's tight right now because the whole world is tight on money. So I've made it extremely affordable. You guys ready for this? If you want the pattern upgrade, which is a pattern PDF, a downloadable PDF that is available in the Marley Birdhouse, okay, it's $5. And you don't just get one pattern, right? You're going to get the worsted and the sport weight for both of them. So if you get the pattern upgrade for this, you're going to get the pattern for the worsted in a downloadable PDF in Marley Birdhouse. And you're going to get the pattern for the sport weight downloadable PDF in the Marley Birdhouse. And both the videos, both of them.
Both knit.
And the videos that support both of those, well, the video, it's one video. It's just the same pattern, one video works. But that video will be housed on Vimeo, so you won't have ads on that video either. So that will be in the Marley Birdhouse for $5. So you're getting two patterns for $5. Regular price is $10. So I'm giving it to you half off. That is literally for a limited time. Meaning on Wednesday, that price is going to go up. So for 2-3 days, I guess at the end of Wednesday, the price is going to go up. So for 3 days, it'll be $5, only $5. Same thing applies to this. You want to upgrade the flicker and flash, $5. You get the worsted weight version and the sport weight version, like the patterns, and the video from Vimeo, all in the Marley Birdhouse. Okay, $5. When you go to purchase, you'll see that there is an option underneath. You're like, yes, I want this $5. Take my money. And then you'll see a little option that will say, hey, do you want to add a stash busting collection to this? So what we've done is I've taken 5 patterns that are crochet and 5 patterns, really 6, because one of them is a set of 2, but 5 patterns from knit of patterns that we have that we know are great for stash busting and use yarn that we've used in projects. And we've put them together in a collection that then will be in the Marley Birdhouse. And so you can have that. So let me give you an example. Give me just a second so I can pull it up. Are any questions so far?
Oh, there's lots of questions, but
Lots of
just,
questions, of course.
you know,
So,
as a recap, there's no buy crafty version. You can buy the knit or you can
or
buy
the
the
crochet.
crochet. And the difference is
Oh,
that in, let's say, the knit, if you do free, you just get the worsted weight version. There'll be ads on the website and ads on the videos. If you do the paid, it's $5. You get worsted weight and sport weight, and there's no ads in the videos or the PDF that you're going to get.
yep. All right, so I'm going to share. This is not live yet. Okay, this is just to show you what it will look like. This is what it's going to be. When you go to upgrade to the pattern PDF, this is what you're going to see. So this is for the Pixel Pop. You can see here, it gives all the sales stuff. It's like, hey, you have all this stash. What are we going to do with it? And then you buy even more and you've got even more. I mean, guys, this is so much yarn. And then it's like, that's why I've created the Pixel Pop. So then it gives you the pictures. Here's what you're getting it. It gives you all the instructions for both of the worsted weight versions, blah, 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 from baby to extra, or to not extra large, large. And it's normally $10 and it's going to be $5 until Wednesday.
Okay.
And then down here is what I'm talking about. So you fill out all the information. You're like, wait a minute, what's this? The stash busting pattern collection you need. So in here for the knit one, you would get the Long's Peak 3-in-1 knit mittens. And this is a mosaic pattern that you can do. Again, you can change the different colors that you have. You can make fingerless mitts, mittens, or convertible mitts with that pattern. And that uses a sport weight yarn. You could use, or not use, you also get the Double the Fun knit entrelac hat pattern, and that doubles up to worsted weight yarn. So you really use up some of your yarn or use some bulky yarn you have lying around. You get the Afternoon Delight hat and cowl pattern. And so that obviously it's a lot of scrap yarn, worsted weight. You get the Harmony Hues knit hat, which uses up this. I made that with the Pat Payton's Classic Wool, which was what we used for the kaleidoscope poncho and a lot of different projects. So I had extra yarn of that lying around. And then the last one here is the Baja Candy Crushed knit cowl. It's a stranded colorwork cowl with just a variety of colors. We used Ogo for that, but you could literally use any yarn and have a really fun cowl. So you get all 5 of those patterns, which are really more if you count the sets as 2 and the 3-in-1 as 3, whatever you want to do. But you also get what is called a GPT. And if you don't know what that is, it's part of Chat GPT, but I've created something where it's called Marley Bird Color Companion, where you will take a picture, put it into this GPT, and it's going to pull out the colors that it thinks are really good combinations. It will give you the hex codes for the different colors. So if you want to use those color hex codes on Stitch Fiddle, you can do that as well, so that you know exactly what colors you're using. And it just helps you select yarn from your stash. Does that make sense? So if you want this, you just toggle that button, right? And then what it will do is it adds it to your total cost. So you can have all of that for $15. Now, the only way you can get this collection and the GPT is if you purchase the PDF. They are not going to be sold separately, not at this time. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So the whole thing like that will also go through for the Flicker and Flash. The Flicker and Flash, it will be the Giovanni crochet scarf is one of the patterns you get. You get the Color crochet wrap. You get, I think those are the only ones I have over here with me.
Yeah. There's a Tunisian hat that if you did a By Crafty boot camp, it's the hat from By Crafty boot camp. I guess triple threat. It's a Tunisian, but the one that we did for that only had one size, and this one will have multiple sizes, but it's the same hat.
Right. And then let me look at my list because I have it all written
How
down.
can I
Oh,
not
the
remember?
check it out scarf, which uses the melange, roll with it melange. So does the Giovanni, which we've used that yarn quite a bit. And so I'm sure you have extra yarn of that, whether you used it for a turkey trot for the last couple ones we've done,
Yeah.
or I think we used it for first fall. Like we've used that yarn a lot. So these are patterns that you will be able to use that yarn. And then we also have the Baby It's Cold Outside hat right here. This is just the cutest little hat. It's just a very, very simple hat. I made it in like Christmassy colors. Like that's a lime green. That's not yellow. But it's just a really comfortable, simple hat. I mean, look how cute that is. That thing is so cute. And so you get this hat pattern. You could use a bunch of different colors. I just used 3 colors. And then I think that's it. I think those are the 5 patterns
Yeah.
for the crochet.
Yeah. The
And then
crochet
you
had
also
more
get
scarves and
GPT.
shawls. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you get the GPT. So when it comes to affordability, you can go free or $5. Like that's
$5
not bad.
or
Like
15. So I
yeah,
mean those are the 3 options. Free, easy.
yeah,
5, an easy choice, or 15, an easy choice. It's not like
yeah.
it's 5 plus 15.
Right.
It's they're still very cheap.
Yes.
And with the everything with the GPT, which is a new word for lots of people, new
Yes.
acronym, new fun things,
Yes.
you're going to have a video.
Yes.
So it's not
Yes.
like, here's this tool.
Here's
Bye.
this tool. Go. No, it's
Walk everyone
definitely
through it.
something. Yeah, it's definitely something I want to create a loom for, and I want to call it a work in progress. I think it's pretty good the way it is. I've been testing it.
She'll come back. It's what everybody wants, right? Like when we talk
Of
about
course, it
colors,
grows.
it's okay. But like
Anyway.
the GPT does exactly what everybody wants, right? You always are talking about, oh, you can take a picture for your
Mhm.
colors, but that can still be stressful, right? Like of
Yes.
like, am I seeing the same color? And so it's
Right.
really nice that AI can be like, well, this is the color.
Right. Right. Right.
Here you
Do you want
go.
me to show you how I've set it up to work?
Yay.
Can I do that?
Yes. Of
All
course,
right.
we want to see exactly how it works.
All right.
What
While
you're
I'm
talking
getting
about.
that set up on my end, do you want to tackle some of these questions? I know
Yeah.
what probably the first question, when is this available? Honestly, so you just saw the sales page for the knit. I literally have to make that for the crochet. That's all we're waiting for at this point.
So to purchase will be available today, but everything will open on Friday.
Mhm.
So this Friday is when everything opens. And remember, the whole point is that you use your stash. So you don't have to like go find anything. So
No.
like that's the whole point. The whole point is just to find. That's why, especially if you're not doing the free versions, you should have either sport weight or worsted laying around. I know Marley talked about this and I saw this. Marley has a in the big one, she'll have a list. She calls it embellishments, but like
Mhm.
you know how like the tags that Marley puts on her hats, a link to that, a link to the pom-poms, a link to like anything else that you might want on your hat and wondered where the heck does Marley buy that?
Mhm.
So she'll have links for all of that in her stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I've added all of that. I even added the video for how to add, a removable pom-pom, how to add the rivets and the tag to a hat, like how I do it. But yeah, and then if I think of more things to add in there, I'll do that. Like I'll probably add in stitch markers because y'all know I love doing those. Like it's fun.
Right.
But yeah.
We always include like how to weave in ends because let's if it's we're using scraps, that means that there's lots of ends to weave in.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
mean, unless you only have like 3 colors, and you're not gonna have that many ends to weave in. But
Right.
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah,
But for both of these, I made it to where you cut the yarn and rejoin every time you change colors.
yeah,
So there's a lot of ends to weave in. But I mean, that's part of the scrap stuff is you want to use up all the stuff.
yeah.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. First thing we're gonna do is I'm going to change to this view and let's say, okay, we've grabbed all this yarn and we want to decide, what do we want to use? Well, I could take a picture like this, but that's going to make it really difficult for ChatGPT to really see the different colors. So what I want to do is I'm just going to just lay out my yarn in no particular order. Let's just lay it out, and we're going to snap a picture like this to give it an idea. So it has a pretty good idea of what each of the colors are. And we're going to see if this work. Okay. So we'll work on this together. Let's see here. All the colors in there. Yeah. I'll move that. And then I'm going to do a screenshot. See if that worked. Yep. Okay. So now that I've done that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my ChatGPT screen. So what I'm doing, maybe hit share. Okay. So this right here, this is ChatGPT. And what I've done is I've opened up the Marley Bird color companion. This is an exclusive GPT that I've created. The only way you get the link is if you buy that upgrade with all the pattern collection, which is called the Needles and Needs To and Hooks and Have Tos, using all your stash yarn. It's just fun. Okay, so the whole idea here is that we want to add a picture to this, and it's going to spit out color combinations and palettes for us. So let's see if it works. So I'm going to add the photo that we just did. So I've got to go find it. Give me a second. I think it's down here. I know you can't see my...
That's okay. We'll be able to see once you go. Then we don't have to see all the 8,000 pictures on your computer. Give us all whiplash.
Yeah. Okay. OBS. My computer is really thinking hard right now, so I apologize. It's trying to find the picture that I took with the screenshot up. I wanted to be able to, I could have used a picture that I've been using all along, but I wanted to do one together. All right. So I'm adding, that's the screenshot that we took, right? So I'm not even going to give it any direction, because what I've done is I've given the instructions to this GPT on my side of, hey, here's the default. When somebody adds this picture, I want you to analyze the picture and create 5 different palettes. I want you to pull out a palette with only 3 colors, a palette with 5 colors, a palette with 7, a palette with 9, and a palette with 11. And if you don't have 11 colors, it will repeat some colors or suggest different colors that you could add in. Okay. It's also going to default in quick mode. So we're going to try and get this out as quickly as we can, so we aren't waiting. But there are options for us to do that will require more waiting. Okay. So it's taking the picture and it's analyzing it now. So hopefully if this all works properly, it gives you a little Marley. This is really funny. It gives you Marley reinforced, like, way to go. That's a great picture, because words of affirmation. So, and I'm not even joking. I asked it to do that. I'm not even joking. I'm like, please be upbeat, be encouraging, be Marley, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So what I asked it to do too was, if they put together palettes, give it a name of just some random name. So that way, I don't know about you guys, but it helps me to be able to see or think about what it is the palette is for whatever reason. Okay. So it says, out of these colors, there's a rich and grounded berry grove. So if we use like a plum purple, a leafy green, or the soft peach, which one are those? I don't know yet. We're going to get to that. But it kind of gives you an idea. All right, great. So these kind of colors, what colors are those? These are the hex codes that we can use and apply those colors wherever we want to use those in Stitch Fiddle or Canva or whatever it is. Okay. It also tells you it works beautifully for small accessories. And if you want to pop a contrast, it has earthy balance. 5 color palette, call it. And these are all random, right? It'll be something different every time.
Yeah.
Summer Orchard, Playful and Juicy. It gives you the different colors, gives you the hex codes, yada, yada. You see how this is going, right? So you get all of these. This is the text format of what you're offered, because anytime we're going to generate any sort of a visual of what we're going to do, it takes longer. All right. So right here, it says skein to color mapping from your photo. So here's where it's telling you, these are the colors I see in your photo. So it's saying in the top row from left to right, I see this color, this color, this color, yada, yada, yada. You guys see me? See where I'm going there?
Yeah.
Okay. Accessibility notes. This was something I asked it to do because I wanted to make sure that it was giving you an idea of, hey, if you put these two colors together, it's going to be really hard to see, especially if you're doing letters or if you're doing whatever it may be. Okay, so it gives you different ideas for high contrast, low contrast, safe combinations if you're going to do text or stripes. I think that's some things that we don't really think of all the time. And we live in a very ableist society. So I thought having that added in was a good addition. I hope you guys feel the same, because I find it helpful. So I thought it was good. All of this you can copy and paste into a Google Doc. Now, this is something I want to make sure you guys know. When you're using a GPT, unlike when you're doing like a chat, these are not saved. So if you want any of this to save, you have to copy it and paste it elsewhere. Okay, so this information, it will go away as soon as you leave this GPT. Does that make sense? So if you want to, so you can select all this, like you can highlight that and then scroll up and then hit your shift and highlight that, and it'll select all that and you can copy and paste it. Okay. All right. So going down further, would you like me to make an annotated photo with labeled colored dots on your skeins as the next step? This way you can see exactly what the hex codes go with which yarn ball. So if this works correctly, it should populate the exact photo we did, because I asked it to use the exact photo. I asked it to put dots on all of the pictures of the yarn that we're using in the color, and then give the hex code so that we have a visual. So that way those of us who need visuals have it. So I'm going to say yes, please, because I always want to be nice to the computer robot overlords. I am not mean to them. Sometimes, though, I'm like, this is BS. Your math is BS. Okay, so this will take a little bit. Usually this takes anywhere from 2 to 3 minutes. So we're going to just pause here for a second and let's let this work over here and let's talk. So any questions so far while I take a drink?
So just to be clear for everyone, you don't have to be using the color companion. Think of this as like an app if you want it. If you're having a hard time picking out your colors, we've talked about colors a ton over the last couple of projects. This is just another tool, another app if you want to use it.
Yes.
And this is just like the brief highlight. Marley will have the whole thing in the pattern.
Like I'm going to do a loom to show it. And so
you can you'll be able to walk through it.
Right. And the great thing about this is because I built it, like if there are any issues or you're just like, hey, I wish it had this, or, oh, it didn't do this or whatever. If you let me know, I can always go in and I can tweak things. You know what I mean? Which is helpful. This is the first GPT I've ever made. So I'm pretty impressed with it. I'm just like, I know what I told Robin. I said, this is kind of what I'm thinking. This is kind of what I would like to do, is be able to take a picture and have ChatGPT put together color combinations. And you know where I got the idea? It's from John, because he will go and take a picture in our pantry and then ask GPT what we could make for dinner. And it spits out like an idea for a recipe. And I'm like, wow, I wish I could do that with my yarn. And I was like, why couldn't I do that with my yarn? And so that's how I got the idea. So we'll see how this works. Obviously it takes more time. The more questions you ask it for visual, and the more it has to think to put together different things, the longer time it takes. I did ask it to try, that's why I asked it to do the text stuff first, so that you could take that content, and while this is thinking, you could always go and play with that text content that you already have, and come back to. So one of the things that this eventually, when it will pull up, after it does the annotated, it usually will ask you if do you want stripes? Do you want to see striped version? That usually takes even longer. There you go. Let's see if we can open that. Can we open it? There we go. All right. So the dots aren't exactly on them, but they're close. So I would prefer for it to have the dots exactly on it. So what I could do, I could ask it, this is a great start. Can you make the dots so they're exactly on the yarn balls? Like you could ask it to do that. But I mean, I could still use this.
Yeah, this gives like different options too for some of the colors, which is nice.
Yeah. Like this green here, it looks like it's up there. So, I mean, for what I'm trying to do, this, you can see what I'm trying to do. and put it together, but it gives you an idea of what everything what the colors are, and then the hex codes, right? So let's see here. I said, yes, please. And then let's say it. Let's just ask it. This is a great start. Can you please put the dots and the corresponding hex code directly on each color of yarn? That way I know exactly what color goes with each ball of yarn. Yeah, does that sound right?
Mm-hmm.
And see if it'll do it. So that's what it is. So you can play with this. You can play with this to kind of help you pull out colors if you have trouble finding your colors. And then you can use all of those palettes that it suggested to see what works. And like Robin said, you don't have to use this like at all. You don't have to at all. It's just one of those little tools that hopefully it might help you along and help you pull colors together. That's it. That's all it is.
Yeah. And then you can show them how it all connects knitting wise in the loom, not here, because we don't want to give away everything.
Yeah. So that's, I mean, I want to see where this pops up, but we can remove this from the screen. Oh, I don't want that. I don't even know how to do this, y'all. So we're just going to go back to this. And then when it pops up, we'll put it back on.
That's
about that.
Okay.
Any other questions?
No, and again, just to reiterate, there's no like buy crafty option. No. Marley made it as cheap as humanly possible. So you can, if you want both the knit and the crochet, you can buy both of them. Mm-hmm. But there's no like extra discount on top of it.
No.
There's no like sometimes we give coupon codes in there. There's no coupon codes in there. Again, Marley was trying to make it as extremely affordable as possible.
I mean, you can't get a coffee for $5.
No, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like, but it's true. Like it's everything is really expensive now.
Everything is really expensive, which is even more of a reason I wanted to use up my stash.
Right. But like I think that's like the most exciting part about all of this. It's built for your stash, and specifically it's built for stash that we've used this year.
Yes.
Yes. If you bought things for our other make-alongs, you will be able to use any of those things for this.
Yep. And like I said, all of these, if you purchase the side of the patterns, they're all in the Marley Birdhouse. So if I've done everything setting up correctly, if you just buy the hats, you're going to see that there's just a hat, product in your birdhouse. If you buy the whole kit and caboodle, you're going to see that it says, hooks and have tos, and you'll see that your hat patterns are in there with the other patterns. Does that make sense?
So, I mean, like that's just a nice little upgrade that it's also in the Marley Birdhouse and not just like downloaded somewhere randomly on your computer that it's saved.
So how did it do?
I mean, seems pretty great to me.
Yeah. I mean, it missed a couple. It missed this light one and it missed this dark one here. And that one there, I think it kind of could go between both of there. But I mean, it's pretty darn close.
Yeah, it's not bad. Or it could be the ones that they used in those are the ones that they're using.
Yeah.
Like they didn't use all of the colors.
Yeah, it could be. That totally could be right. And then those are our hex codes, all those there. Mm-hmm. So you can see like this is, I mean, I thought it was fun. I thought it was useful. And then you get to use your own picture. So I've done this with a couple different pictures before. And so then with this, just so you know, like I could download it. Like there's a button right there. I can download it. I could ask, anything more I want. Your choice is yours. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that is the Marley Bird Color Companion. And if you have suggestions on how to improve it at all, please share. Don't be shy because I'm continually trying to just make it better and better. Because I think that's the whole point, right?
So, how will everybody know that this is available? Are we going to put out an email? Are we going to
Yes.
put out in social? How are they going to know?
So both. I already have the email written up. It's literally waiting for the links to where they can purchase because I've got to finish writing that up. It takes longer than you guys think to put those things together. But the good news is now that one is done, I can copy it and make it for the crochet now. And so that way they'll both be available. And then just a reminder, when everything is in your birdhouse, it's not all open right now. Like you are not getting the pattern right now. It opens on Friday and everything starts on Saturday. But like I said, you don't have to go buy yarn. Just pull the yarn you have together, and be like, hey, there's, what do I want to do? And then when it comes time to start making your piece, like you really don't have to, I think I gave gauge swatch instructions in the patterns for the paid for patterns, but honestly, you don't really need them. Like when you go to start this, here's the deal. Y'all have used this yarn already. You know how your gauge is going to work in it. Like it's not anything new. Like it's going to be great. And it's the same gauge like I've been doing with all my other stuff. So if you're like, oh, I used Swish yarn, Marley's gauge last time for 20 stitches per inch, she used an 8, but I have to use a 9, just automatically go to a 9. Like, this stuff. Like it's not hard. And it's a hat. Like you can start off with the tiny hat if you wanted to get started with it and use that as your gauge swatch and then do a bigger hat. Totally up to you. But I'm really hoping you guys like all of this and it's exciting to you because I love making. I've hated that I've had to take 3 days off from working on a project till I get the new computer because I wanted to do another one. And for me, Robin knows this, that is a big indicator if that's going to be a good pattern that other people like. Because if I am working on a pattern and I hate it, I'm like, no, nobody's going to want to make this. I don't even want to make this. Like, I'm done with this.
Yeah.
And so when I finish something and I'm like, oh, I want to do it again, and I'm pulling out more yarn to make it again with other colors, I know that that's going to be a hit, or a hit for me. Like it's something that I would not mind making over and over and over. Yeah. What do you guys think of my shirt, by the way? I think it's adorable.
By the way, lots of people like your shirt and they would like to know where you got it.
I will give you the Etsy. I got it on Etsy and I will give you my affiliate link because I was like, this has to be for me. I saw it and I'm like, that is so simple. I got to have it. I also got one that said, but did you die? I'm totally wearing that to the gym. I'm totally wearing it. Like I bought it for the reason of wearing it to the gym. But
to give yourself the boost, but did you die?
Yes, but did you die? So yeah, I will give you guys the link to this. I'll pull that up right now. So what other questions do you have?
I think we've been doing pretty darn well through all of this. Everybody has been I just want to say lots of people, like, don't worry if you've never used ChatGPT, a GPT. These are all new tools. They're all new AI tools that our whole world is going to be. But just think of it as an app or a website that does things that Marley says to do.
Yeah.
So I'm going to click this link. I'm going to put my photo in it, and it's going to give me some color combinations like that. Yep. It's not the full experience, but it's just like an app created off of ChatGPT.
Yeah, I mean, I know there are people in here who know like what GPT stands for.
Already in the comments. So you don't
it is.
I
would assume so, but like it is. It's essentially, I just went over here and said, hey, I want you to be able to take this picture and pull the colors out of it that work well together and give me the hex code so I know what they are, and that's all it's doing. Yeah, pretty easy stuff.
So again, Marley will be releasing this at the end of the day.
Yes.
And all you need to do is just go find some yarn. I'm going to speak for myself. So, Marley, would you recommend? I know you wrote it in worsted, and I know you wrote it in sport.
Mm-hmm.
Would you use bulky if they only had bulky?
I mean, if they get gauge, but technically, no.
Okay.
I would
Well,
not. It's gonna stand stiff.
Yeah, let's go the other way. Would you use fingering if you only had fingering?
No.
So like definitely try to get, like, when you're looking in your stash, look for either worsted or a sport. Let's not make your brain hurt by doing more math of
Yeah.
figuring out more of a pattern.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, if they only have variegateds, what do you think of that?
If you can mix a variegated with a solid or a couple solids, that would be good. Or you think about like even our roll with it melange. I mean, those are variegated,
Well,
but
show Giovanni
yeah,
again, because that's a bunch of different variegated.
yeah, these are 2 variegateds. I think or more, 2 or more. I don't even remember.
I thought it was 3, so that you could
Yeah.
just constantly use the next end as it came up.
Yeah. But it's, I mean, you can see it has a really cool separation. Like just play with it. I love a variegated with a solid combo. Like I think that's great. I love mix and matching the roll with it melange. I think it's just beautiful. Like it's just one of my favorite things to do. I also did that on the check me out scarf that I don't have it over here. I should have grabbed it. For the roll with it. But yeah, you could do that. Just play. That's the whole purpose, is you can play with it all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I added the link to where I got my shirt in the comments.
Perfect.
And I'm adding it to the video description too, so that way people can get it. Any other questions? So this is the this or that. If you can't participate this weekend, totally okay. You don't have to. The pattern is going to be free on the website. Again, only in the worsted or the sport. But then if you have everything in the birdhouse, you guys know the drill. It stays there. So you can get to it whenever you want.
Right. It's there when you need it.
Yep.
And the $5 is limited time. So essentially you only have Tuesday.
Yeah, today, Tuesday, Wednesday. And all day Wednesday. I'll change it. So Thursday and Friday it's going to go up.
Okay.
I added the 2 patterns to Ravelry. So if you want to offer support so that other people can see, because when you go and like something on Ravelry or favorite it and queue it up, the chances of me getting on the hot right now list is pretty good. So if you will do that on Ravelry, that would be super helpful. If y'all are willing to do that, I'll give you my Ravelry designer page. You can go see the 2 patterns. I can't think of anything else. I'm wondering what yarn people are thinking they're going to put together. Like that's something after this whole video is done, if you can leave a comment and let me know what yarns you are thinking you want to put together. Like maybe somebody has that yarn in their stash. They're like, oh, I didn't think about that. Like make sure you leave a comment for that. I think that would be good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So having said that, we get to pick winners from the comments from last week from the hooks. So I am going to give away, which by the way, I did end up sending back the hooks that were rough. And then I went and bought a box
for the new one.
I was like, oh, well, that's just handy. And I like those. And I still have these. So that way, when I have to mail your stuff back to you, I can just pop them in there. And then I kept these ones here just in their containers.
One good question that we didn't go over. What's the skill level on both hats?
Advanced beginner, confident beginner. If you have made a hat before, you can do this. Because even with the knit one where it's doubled over, if you just wanted to make it a single brim, you can make it single brim. You don't have to do it doubled over. But if you can knit and purl, you can do this. Like it's a knit and purl and then a decrease. And for a crochet, if you can single crochet and double crochet and chain, you can do this. Because the long double crochets, it's just a double crochet in a different spot. Pretty easy.
So as long as it's not your first project,
yeah,
you're good to go.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, sorry to derail the comments. So once again, show us the 2 hooks that are being given away.
So these are the 2 hooks.
The red one,
I think they're called Candy Shop, Furls Candy Shop.
Okay.
One's it's like reddish pink and then it's green. I don't know the size. My guess would be like it's an H hook and maybe a G hook. I don't know the sizes. Again, another reason I don't like these. They drive me nuts. So many people love Furls hooks that left comments over there. They were like, I love the Furls hooks. And I crochet like a pencil. And I'm like, really? Like,
again, that's the whole beauty about it, is that our opinions really don't mean anything until you try it yourself.
no, absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So let me open up YouTube. Like, what's the word I'm looking for? YouTube. YouTube.
Where are you headed?
Oops. It helps if I spell YouTube right. And we're going to go to my YouTube channel, view my channel. And
then the comments from last week.
Last week's comments. So I'm going to go to live and I'm going to that. And it's on mute. Just pause it. And I'm going to the comments. Why are no comments showing up?
Because you want the comments.
It's because I'm in the wrong one. I'm in the organize with me. That's why. I forgot that I went live last week to organize stuff.
That was last week, and that was
last
weekend.
Week.
That
was a lifetime ago. That was a lifetime ago.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's share screen and where is it?
Good luck sharing your screen and then showing it to everybody else. This is the fun game.
I know. I've just got to find the right. I've got like 5 YouTube things opened up. So I got to find the right one. Holy moly. I've got like 70. This is ridiculous. Where is it? This is it. This is the one I want. Okay. Maybe I'll pull it out and then I'll do a share window. So I don't have to do a, maybe. I think it's that one. I think it says Amazon. Is that it? That's it, right?
I mean, we got YouTube on the screen. So
okay. I'm like, that's it, right? Okay. So this is the, by the way, that's totally AI. Oprah is not trying to sell you Himalayan salt. So this is the Amazon crochet hook. So there were 87 comments. You can see there's quite a few. Let's see, sort by, let's see, the newest. Okay, so that was the newest, which was only 21 hours ago, and then the last one was 3 days ago. So what should I do? Should I just scroll? You tell me where to stop. Okay, close your eyes so that we aren't. So I'm just scrolling. I'm going down. I'm going to go back up. I'm going to go back down.
Stop.
Miss D Brink. Miss D Brink. This was fantastic, and I'm really looking forward to this or that. Fantastic. So I don't know who you are, Miss D Brink. Oh, it's Deborah Brinkman. I know Deborah. That's so funny. Hi, Deborah. So Deborah, you get one of the hooks. You're going to get the green one because that's the one I just picked. So Deborah Brinkman gets the green hook. So Deborah, oh, good luck finding your comment again, huh? Oh gosh.
Shouldn't have clicked on it.
I shouldn't have, huh? Oh, okay. Son of a son of a gun. Come on. Oh, there it is right here. Okay. Reply. Winner, chicken dinner. You got the green furls. Ooh, girls. Furls hook. Send me an email, please. All right, so that's Deborah. Deborah gets the green one. So now we're going for this like pinky reddish one, which is probably like a G or something. All right, so close your eyes. I'm going to go down some more. Oh, hold on. It's loading.
Okay.
It's, hold on. Am I just at the end of the comments? I might be at the end of okay, I'm at the end of the comments. So I'm going to go back up.
Stop.
And I'm going, okay, tell me when.
Stop.
Okay, I stopped. And it's on, I swear to God, it's like on people that we know. Christina Haskell. Oh, I clicked it again. Gosh darn it. Christina, congratulations, Christina. You're the lucky winner. I know Christina too. Gosh darn it. I shouldn't have clicked it. Christina's probably watching. Where is it? Christina, there it is. Okay, so Christina said, it is real. It is, whoa. It really is. Whoa. One more time. It really is crazy how many options are out there for crochet hooks and how different everyone's preferences are. I do hold a pencil grip like you, Marley. I learned with Susan Bates' hook from my mom in the 80s, which is crazy because she prefers the boy and holds hers like a knife. So go figure. I am a furls girly through and through. It's all I've used for the last 7 years, and I do have some of their candy shop hooks, and I always live in fear of breaking them because they are discontinued. Thank you for sharing the hook fun with. Well, congratulations. You get this red one.
It sounds like Christina's the perfect person for.
Yeah, that seems like it's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So winner, winner, chicken dinner. Okay, so I'm put that over there. Now I'm scared that I'm going to break it. Okay, winner, winner, chicken dinner. Please send an email to me and you will get the red furls hook. Congrats. Oh my gosh, I can type. Okay, so now the hooks are done. Yay, yay, yay. And I want to pick a winner for the hashtag Mondays with Marley. Do you want to do that? Do you want me to do that?
I want you to do it.
Of course you do. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me get on that. Do we want Facebook or Instagram this time?
What did we do last time?
I feel like we did Facebook, but don't quote me on.
All right. Well, then let's try Instagram.
Instagram. And okay, so let me go here. It's really funny to me that you can see all of what I follow as far as like throwing all the time.
Right. Yeah. Well, you're a good throws coach. You want to make sure you know how everybody's doing stuff.
Yeah, right.
Who's hot? All things.
Ooh, that's a face. I don't know if I can sort these. Nope, I can't sort them from newest or anything. So they're literally in randomness. That I don't know when that one was. She's won before. I like this picture though. All right, so I'm gonna put on hold. Hey, that's Craig. All right, so you know we love pictures of. Oh, I know that hat.
I know that. That's the one I was looking at as well, which is funny.
I know that hat.
Mm-hmm.
What hat is that? That was a long time ago. All right, you know what? Let's go with this one. What?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah? Like, yeah. I know that hat.
Yeah.
Now, it doesn't show the picture of us in the background, but that's okay.
It's showing a project.
It's showing a project, and I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
So, Texas art Tabby Vasquez. So Tabby. And see, this is from 27 weeks ago. So you never know when you're going to win, guys.
No.
Tabby. So you always want to play. Tabby, winner, chicken dinner. Please email me to get your free pattern. Oops. contact@marleybird.com. So Tabby is the winner.
Did we name that one Autumn Leaves or something like that?
No. This was game day, so I think it was. What was it called? I don't know. That was like 10 months ago. I have no idea. I've got no clue. That was a minute. That was a hot minute ago. But look at this. There's so many people who are sharing their. Oh, look, somebody else shared their. All right, so that was that must have been.
That was first fall.
Nope, that was this. I don't know.
Don't play this game. I don't like it anymore.
No, I think this is game day also, isn't it?
I don't know.
I don't know. I swear this was game day too. I don't know. I can't remember anything, but that's cool. I like looking through here and seeing all the different stuff. Like it's pretty neat. Oh, she looks like, is she on the treadmill? It looks like she's on the treadmill. Or what is that?
I think that's just her iPad or her phone.
Clearly I like it. It's fun. I like, oh, well, hello Mondays with Marley. That's different. Thanks for watching, guys.
Stop sharing your screen now.
Fantastic. Look, like they're very excited to be watching Mondays with Marley. Very much so. They're like, yes.
Yeah.
All right, we should get out of this. Okay. And here we are. And we're back. Okay. So that is the this or that. It starts on Saturday. Patterns will be released on Friday. There is a blog post that is up right now where you can go and sign up, because you do have to sign up for this. So we should talk about that just really quickly. You'll see on the blog post that the links are not live yet for where to purchase. So you will have to come back to that. But let me put that in here. And then if I can open another screen, because, you know, why not? Let's just continue to share screens constantly. I love it. It's all over the place today. This is awesome. This or that, make along and share. And okay, so this is the blog post that I put up for the this or that. You can scroll down. It's basically everything we talked about today. You've got leftover yarn from all of these events. Let's use it up. So this is a free make along. You can make the Pixel Pop hat. There's a Ravelry link if you guys want to go check that out. It's written in 9 sizes, advanced, beginner. This is worsted weight. You're going to have written instructions and a color chart. And it's just a perfect hat. Flicker and flash. I don't know why there's a glove there. Flicker and flash crochet hat. There's a Ravelry link. This one uses long double crochet, 9 sizes, sport weight, written instructions, and stitch diagram. Robin, I didn't know if you knew that. I need you to write a stitch diagram. And then as far as supplies, you don't have to sign up to get the supply list. I'm just gonna, you have the supplies. They're all in your house. So worsted weight for the knit, sport weight for the crochet. These are the 2 yarns that I used in the samples. So that way you know what they are. You can use 2 or more colors, totally up to you, whatever you want to do. These are the needle and hook sizes that I use. But again, you can use any hook or needle size that gets gauge for you, right? If you're somebody who's like, I like the ribbing on my hats to be a little bit tighter, you can always use a smaller hook or a smaller needle for your ribbing and then use a different size for the body of your hat. Totally up to you. Like, it's up to you, right? It's very, very easy. This is all about stash busting yarn. The gauge, this gauge is not right. That should be 15. I don't know where I got 8. It should be 15. I will go and fix that. But that's the given gauge if you need to have it right now. This is where your upgrade information is available. Like I said, it's only 15 minutes. $15 minutes, $5. I will be adding the link as soon as we're off of here and I get everything published. And then the Stash Busting Pattern Collection is only $10. I told you what all of those are. I'll be adding pictures to what they are up here too. There will be video tutorials. So you will get a video tutorial for how to make the hats. Here are some questions. Do I have to sign up? Yes. Here is a form. Fill out this form and that will enter you for the event. So you will get an email when the patterns go live. It will also enter you for a chance to win a prize. So I am going to give away a couple prizes to people who are actually joined into the event. So you have to be signed in and you have to be part of, my newsletter program. So don't leave it. You guys know that as soon as you unsubscribe, like, I can't send you emails at all regarding any of your prior purchases. I can't send you anything. So it's a real pain in the butt. Is it beginner friendly? Yes, it is. Can I use yarn for my stash? Yes, you can. How do I choose colors? Here is a whole blog post for how to choose colors. If you don't want to use the GPT, if that's something you're not totally fine. You don't have to. When are the patterns available? Everything is released on August 29th. Right? There's the 2 patterns side by side. Final thoughts. There are the details. Okay. Pretty easy. So go to that blog post and you can sign on the form now and why is that not highlighting? And get signed up. Yeah. All right. I think I feel like I have like talked about everything now. I feel like I've talked about everything.
I think so. I didn't realize that there was prizes too. That's exciting.
Yeah. I just wanted to have something like a little something, you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, I'm going to give something to people who literally just sign up. So even if you sign up and you can't participate that day, that's fine.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, why not give, I've got so much yarn. Like this is just the yarn that I have no place to put it. And so I don't know what to do. So I pulled it out thinking I would use it for stash stuff. But I mean, maybe I'll put together some fun little gift things because I've got other stuff to send out. Apparently I've got some furls hooks to send out. So I'll make it a day of shipping. No, I won't. I'll pay Laura to do that. I'm not
going to say, I know who exactly is going to be shipping it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. Yeah. But yeah, I thought it'd be fun just to give a couple prizes and have some fun. And it's a long weekend. So this is totally a project you could take with you if you're going to the lake, if you're going to go watch a game, if you're traveling. Like it's not a big project. You can have little tiny balls of yarn, like just little bits. The most color you would need is whatever you use for your brim. Whatever you have for that, just make sure you have the most of it. So I would say like if you have a 50-gram ball, for the brim, no matter what you're making, I think that's plenty.
More than
everything else, you could just mix and match colors. Like you could be like, oh, I'm going to use this color till it runs out. You can do whatever you want. Make it however you want. Yeah. There you go.
Fabulous.
Awesome.
That's really great.
So I hope everybody will come and join us for this event. I'm going to get off here so that way I can make everything live. Because I would like to do that. I really would like to do that.
Make all the magic.
All right. Yep. All right, everybody. So that's it from us this week. Next week, we will, it is Monday, Labor Day next Monday. So I will probably be coming live just to kind of do a touch base for the this or that. I'm not going to make Robin come and join me. She's probably got things to do with her family. So I'll come on and I'll just be like, hey, let's touch base. Who's working on it? Do you have questions? Whatever it may be. So it'll be like an unofficial podcast kind of hangout, not a very long one, hopefully, unless you guys have lots of questions. But yeah, that's what will be next week, and then the following week we're back at it. We're doing pretty good. This is episode 30. I'm quite impressed. You know what, this year has been really great for me as far as being consistent with some things. Like I'm consistent with working out. Right? 3 days a week, every week. I've been consistent with that. I'm consistent with the podcast. I'm consistent with keeping my things up. There's a few things I'm not consistent with still, but I'm working on it.
Right. You can't be perfect in everything. That's not how progress is made.
I know. I'm a work in progress. All right. That's it from us, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will talk to you again very soon. Bye.
Live your life within the moment, and don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away.